here you have again KT going with yet another aggressive mid matchup.
A decent amount of mana pool left over. Oh, and look at this. He's actually going to get that Deadly Flourish on Tamada, forcing out a very early exhaust.
Certainly wanted to get aggressive or at least come into the Scuttle Crab. Otherwise, he would have picked up the Wolf Camp or Gromp Camp already.
Oh, look at this. Deft getting aggressive, forcing the exhaust out. Here's Score, the flash in. They're going to go on to Wolf, and this is going to be first blood going on over to Score. A fantastic way to start here for KT. It's very interesting to see the way that Pawn plays this lane. He essentially doesn't fight Faker. He just goes up to the minions. Well, as I say that, he is going in for a fight, a 1v1. The Ignite goes down, the flash forward, and he's not able to get the kill onto Pawn. Faker does survive as well, but does blow his flash and just barely misses that kill. He's just waiting in that brush. Pings are going down on mid. You could see Score is looking for it here. Faker does not have his flash, whereas Score does, so he could really set up a big kill onto Faker if possible. And here he comes. Gonna get that stun on into Faker. There's the burst damage out of Pawn. Can they get it? There it is, the first kill going on to Faker. Pawn, though, will be turned onto by Gangplank Ultimate. And Score and Peanut not able to quite kill themselves, so it's going to be a 1-for-1. Hold that thought. Deft still going deep here onto Wolf. Got to land that True Shot Barrage. Does it onto Bang, in fact. But here comes Smeb. The action never ends.
It never ends.
Coming on in onto that ward with the teleport. Goes on to Wolf. Both Deft and Mata can't really get close for now. They have to go take the long way around. Wolf, though, getting very, very low. The ultimate of Smeb just barely not enough to kill Wolf. He's going to back off, but here he's going to go on to Peanut, in fact. He does use that to get out of the CC and just barely survives.
Oh man, the team fighting and just everything from these two teams is such a pleasure to watch.
And here comes Pawn too. This could be really devastating for Huni if he doesn't spot this out. And it looks like he has some idea of it now. Backing up to his turret. Here comes Score, getting that tower aggro, and they're just gonna not be able to get Huni even with the ultimate. There goes Pawn. Huni actually able to clean him up, and here's Peanut taking out Pawn on the backside of that. Gets a 2-for-1, and he wants more. Looks like he's not gonna be able to get close enough to Smeb, but a really nice turnaround there from Huni and Peanut.
They're going to try to get me. Oh, the damage.
Big wave clear too. Just getting that really, really big wave. Oh, but the lockdown onto Mata. There comes the tidal wave onto Bang, and they will line up to save Mata's life. Well, I was talking about the Predator in the jungle. Here's Pawn getting onto Faker. Tons of damage comes down, even laying down the Ignite. But with that shield, Faker has enough to survive. They're looking for Smeb rotating up into top. Mata is here, does not have the tidal wave, but there are 3 members of SKT doing a ton of damage. After all, it is Maokai. Can they actually kill him? That's the question. It's going to flash away. They can't, but they're going to turn it off to death. A huge amount of burst damage coming out there and getting the kill. A double kill now for Huni as they pick up Mata, and Smeb in a lot of danger here. Was underneath his turret. Didn't expect his whole team to die. The curtain call even used here, and Smeb is going to go down as well. A kill given over to Peanut, and that is 3 kills going over to SKT.
SK Telecom, and that just wasn't any 3 kills. It was 2 kills onto Huni, who is the primary damage source.
So now Baron onto KT, or rather SKT, and those 3 kills. Bit of a gank coming out here onto Faker. He's going to try to fight Pawn. Bit of damage coming out, but it's not quite enough as they do take out Faker at the end of it all. But here's Huni going 1v2, has Peanut in the wings, and that is going to be a kill now onto Peanut. Score gets locked up by the Deadly Flourish. Nice bubble by Mata to keep Huni on the back foot. And they're just going to trade 1-for-1 for now. But here we go, Smeb coming in from the left side. It looks like KT wants to take this fight. Peanut very low. Deadly Flourish to lock up Score in the back, but Huni very low. The ultimate coming out, and he's still alive somehow. Mata's going to go down. Deft extremely low as well. That grenade almost takes him out. He's still alive over there on the right side. Wolf is just barely going to get that kill. Smeb in the meantime going 1v2. Huni is still alive somehow and gets the kill onto Smeb. Score, the only one that will survive this fight. You've talked about that a lot, even on stream, you know. There's so much gold onto Huni. If he just dies immediately, KT is going to be in such a fantastic spot. Hold that thought. We do have Thrilled Hunt coming down. Deft in a lot of trouble. 3 shots being put onto him by Bang in the back on Jin. And they pick up another kill onto Deft, who's now 0-3. if they do get to that position. Oh, look at the damage onto Mana. The curtain call is going to get him just barely. Deathfire touch, and look at that big shockwave too. Score and Smeb getting very low. Pawn in the back immediately gets exhausted. Is going to escape and parkour over to the left side as he just cannot stick around. KT invading pretty low. They are spotted here. Faker looking for it. Look at the shockwave. Mana and Pawn, and the kill goes down onto Pawn by Wolf. That is going to make things infinitely easier. Oh, the grenade, it gets him! Somehow, some way. And that's 2 kills now for SKT with the Baron spawned up and ready to be taken.
Same damage on those smites.
No true shot barrage either, so they couldn't try to line it up with deft. Oh, the lock him onto Score. Faker with the damage. Peanut with the kill. And now there's 0 hope for KT to take this Baron. No miracle steals, no true shot barrage. That is Baron onto 5 members of SKT.
They have no say in what's going to happen across any of the lanes because the Baron is still on. So they need to try to weather the storm and find a miracle inside of a team fight. And we know that they're capable of doing that, but it's going to be so difficult against the itemization of SK Telecom.
Bang, pushing aggressively forward with Hootie. Look at that damage onto Def. Everybody on the run now. How are they going to be able to pick him up, trying to get the linemen in order as the inhibitor goes down? At least they do save the members of KT. SKT will just back off and head towards bot. Mid lane with Peanut, who seems to be shadowing him for now. Peanut up a level. There's the burst damage onto Deft, and the Gangplank ultimate comes out. Wolf with the slow, and Deft is still taking so much damage. He stays alive, but here comes Peanut for the jump in, and that last shot of the curtain call. Nice bubble, but the shockwave will come on to Score. The cast comes out, but it's not really going to matter as Smeb desperately trying to hold off the onslaught of SKT. Here come the super minions, and a double kill for Hoonie as SKT looks to end game number 1 in very dominating fashion here. Pawn trying his best, trying to get another kill, trying to pad those KDA stats. It's not going to happen, and there goes down the Nexus. SKT takes game number 1.
Take game number 1 in dominating fashion from start to finish. They kept up with KT in the early parts of the game. SKT picking that Corki up.
Just with how accurate both of these AD carries are, both Deft and Bang. With all their skill shots, it's pretty nice to watch. And we're seeing a very extended trade here as both Mana and Deft get low. Bang taking a bit of damage himself. But Wolf's still at full, so SKT in a pretty good spot. They're going to try to force it in here. Shifting forward, forcing the exhaust out onto both AD carries. There's a true shot barrage. It's going to be flashed by Mana. Mana getting very low, though. Wolf is going in. The first blood, though, goes over to Def, who's able to turn it around. Here comes Peanut, though, with Thrill of the Hunt. Can he get the kill with that red buff? The Thunderlords, one more, and he does get it and turn it around. But here comes the teleport in from Smeb, and Wolf, he does have his flash. Can he flash it? He's not going to be able to. It's just going to save it. Smeb picks up the second kill for KT.
And the experience as well. That's one of the big factors.
Oh, we're having a lockdown onto Hoonie. The flash charge forward from the Gragas, and Hoonie in a lot of trouble. Another kill. Going to go over to Smeb as he takes him out. Look at this, he is spotted though as he's standing right on a ward. Peanut in a bit of trouble, is going to be polymorphed. Forced to use that Thrill of the Hunt. Has to run away, so no plays will be made today.
All that mid lane pressure they have.
Oh, hold that thought, coming on in as Faker, he wants to kill, but the exhaust will save Pawn's life.
But that's okay because you have the scaling on 2 of your champions, although it looks like KT say the time is now.
Score wanted to go on in there, but really nice job by SKT to stop the damage. Lots of member of KT now on the run. There's the teleport in. Bang is going really, really deep. Is going to be taken out by Lulu, but here's the rest of SKT. Teleport in from Smeb to try to deny Peanut the kill, but will not be able to. Mata still alive. Pawn coming on down, maybe a little bit too late with that damage. Hoonie now locked up and all alone in the back. Will be stunned. Pawn will pick up another kill. And he wants more. Trying to get that Q burst movement speed. Nice bubble. The laser just barely missing. And the rest of SKT will get away scot-free.
KT, though, they're going to be able to pick up this bottom turret. Don't think that Peanut really has the ability to stop this if Pawn were to stay, but Okay, well, Pawn does stay, and now Peanut gonna pay for it with his life.
Nice pick up there for KT. And even with Smeb here, KT just looking to take it slow. Right now it's 4v2 up in the top lane, and Smeb, he's looking for that jump on to Peanut. Will land that ultimate. Here comes in depth. Nice wild growth to knock up both members of SKT, but they will both survive. And they give it to Bang too. So you were talking about the poke. Hold that thought. Smeb in a really bad spot. It's just going to be stunned and bubbled. And that is a huge kill. It's going to open up the second tier 2 turret here for SKT.
Next dragon of the game is the most unfortunate one, Cloud Drake. So KT RNGing a little bit.
They're looking for a kill onto Bang. Bang is just not going to be able to get out of this one as he gets locked up by that Camille.
Sit back and wait for the scaling. If SK Telecom are going to miss position, then yeah, by all means, capitalize on it and take it away. You can make picks without looking for a fight. And that's another thing that they can do. So they're going to trade turrets here in exchange for getting the inhibitor of SKT. And in a sudden turn of events, a really nice turnaround. But now they're going to have to answer to this sandwich. They're about to get flanked by Faker and Huni.
This is going to be a telecom sandwich. We'll see who comes out on top. Score is going to go on to Faker and a huge amount of damage. They burst him down. A lot of burst coming out of SKT onto Def, though. Huni taking a bit of damage, is forced to back away, but will still survive somehow for a long time. Double kill going over to Pawn. And Wolf, he's all alone on the run. Poor little mermaid has to deal with this somehow, and at least gets the bubble on to score.
Having a bit of difficulty actually getting onto Wolf.
Oh, the flash gonna force the Camille ultimate. Dodges the bubble, and finally, Wolf just being an annoyance here. It looks like the Scuttle Crab was taken by SKT, so they know that no Baron attempts are happening right now. That would be folly at this point, but they're looking for another pick, and this time it's Wolf that gets taken out. The ultimate going down onto Peanut this time. He is very tanky, as you said. Smeb actually just trying to get out of there. And look at the damage coming out of Bang, but he's gonna pay for it with his life. Getting a little bit too itchy there for a kill. And that's gonna be 2 members of SKT going down, and this could definitely open up Baron for KT.
And if Baron goes down, SK Telecom are going to be in an even worse spot than they're in right now. Huni might go down.
Nice job to get over that wall, but Pawn still wants a bit of damage on the chase. And now it looks like they're going to start this Baron. It's going to be up to Peanut with the steal. Can KT deny the jungler of the enemy team just as SKT did? Looks like they're going to jump the wall. Teleport coming in now from Huni. Lots of damage going down, but they kill Camille after all, and here comes Huni. He's going to be jumping in. The polymorph and the exhaust, and the Baron will go to KT. Can SKT actually follow this one up? I think it's going to be a bit hard, because both Peanut and Faker are pretty low. Look for some picks.
SK Telecom, they need better vision control. We might have a fight brewing.
Oh boy, Smeb goes very, very deep. The rest of his team in to support him, but lots of stuff used here. Smeb forced to flash away, the wild growth used at the same time. See lots of recalls from SKT. Will they get there in time is really the question. As this turret begins to take some damage. Faker the only one here for now. The turret will go down. Smeb is not going to jump in there. Probably a good idea. They're just going to take out the turret and back off. So trading Mountain Drake for the top turret. Oh, and hold that thought. They jump onto Peanut. They should be having enough damage there, and they take him out. Camille's ultimate with so much utility, and this might just open up the inhibitor.
KT certainly will get that inhibitor. They might get the second one too. And if they want to play it as safe as humanly possible, obviously you just turn your attention to Baron at this point before Peanut can get up. They're taking a lot of poke damage though.
Bang with that red.
If they take too much, they won't actually be able to get the Baron.
And now it's SKT's job to try to deny these recalls and let Huni get one inhibitor for their team. Will they be able to do it? Looks like KT doesn't really even care about Huni. They're just going to go for the Baron. Let Huni get that inhibitor and force Huni to come to them. Does have his TP. True Shot Barrage coming down. Pawn pretty low. Can they steal it? No. not even close. And that is going to be the second Baron now going over to KT.
This is causing Peanut and Huni to be more defensive. Smeb slinking back and forth.
Yeah, KT just really executing this perfectly. The slow push in. They get the third inhibitor as they look to potentially end this game. Smeb, though,
I think it's all over, Brendan.
Yeah, he's taking that fight. They're all going to group up as 5 now as the Baron buff super minions pushing on in. Oh, really nice stun onto Peanut. They're going to lock him down. Huni is going deep onto death, but the exhaust and the polymorph, they are going to be able to take out Ezreal, and even with the GA onto Renekton, they should easily be able to get him with the trap and the polymorph. Down he goes as KT, with the Baron buff still ticking, look to end this game.
This is what I told you. There's no way that team composition from SKT ever wins a straight-up fight.
Yeah, doesn't look like it, and they're just going to take this last fight as that Nexus does go down. Game number 2 will go over to KT Rolster. I mean, you called it. I mean, that's pretty much all they got.
They don't have any other option when they open their first 3 picks the way that they did. But again, it's going to come down to Talon's mid-game roams. Really like what Blank is doing right now. You can see that Pawn is playing in a pocket of the lane where he's safe, but...
Oh, look at that. The stun coming out from the Zillion, flashing away, but Faker wants the blood, and first blood goes over to Blank. A fantastic gank to start off the game.
And I'll be honest that I wish we were watching a little bit more of this, because with all of the pressure... Well, hold that thought.
No flash here on Pawn. There's the stun, and another kill going over to SKT. Not what KT wanted to start this mid lane in 0-2 Pawn. Blank is like that, your friend that you solo queue with, that you duo queue with, that's like a league below you, that's like, okay, I'm just going to gank your lane 7 times and get you ahead, and you carry me. That's our strat for our duo queue. It's kind of what it looks like. I wouldn't be surprised if Blank goes back mid. I mean, the flash is still down here for Pawn.
And then you just start rotating him around the map and blitz 3 turrets.
Oh, there it is, the knockback. Here comes Score, but he does get locked up the exhaust, and that is going to be a kill. Going over to Score.
Now KT want to get this turret. I am doubtful that Bang is going to be able to defend this by himself. They might call in Prophet, but no, not at this point. That's too late.
Play speaks towards the importance of keeping that up at this point in time. Smeb is going to take another fight. Here's the equalizer. Prophet wants it, but Smeb will just ultimate away.
That's a matchup, especially up in top lane, where because of the long lane, Talon doesn't have the ability to do what he's able to do in so many other matchups.
Look at this. We have 3 members top. Looking for a dive. Smeb, he doesn't have his ultimate up. He's just going to parkour over that tower. Going to jump onto Blank and to force a wild growth out here. But again, they get a kill and maybe the top turret, but they will be giving up this Mountain Drake to KT.
There's not a cat and a man in a cape coming for you, Prophet.
Scary nightmares. Speaking of a cat, Faker still happy to just stick around mid. Oh man, he gets really low. There's his ult forced out. Oh, I guess the stun onto Smeb. But Mata is nearby. Looks like because he got that double stun, it triggered Blank. And actually a teleport out of Prophet. They want to go onto this one. Oh, and they spot him rather, and they kill him as well. And they're going to deny Mata the recall. There should be 2 kills going over to SKT. It's just about how long can Mata deny it. Giving this one to Faker. Crouching Tiger. Hidden Pawn. As the Tiger is up here in top lane pushing. That turret still did not go down. Looks like they want to jump onto Smeb this time around. He does have his ultimate available. No, it looks like it was down, and finally he just got it. But will get away anyway with the use of his flash.
Oh, Prophet.
Oh, boy. Not the best of spots. He's trying to turn this around, but the exhaust will not allow him to pick up a kill onto Deft. Seems like they didn't have enough info on where the rest of SKT was. And it looks like they're going for a gank onto Smeb again. Not the first time we've seen this happen. There is the wild growth that actually misses, and Smeb finally gets polymorph, but there's the ultimate. They're not able to burst him down before he can use that. And the equalizer though! Able to pick up the kill, as well as the collateral damage out of Graves.
Since SKT will just turtle their blue side jungle, they're looking to make a pick though.
Oh boy, Score, he is going to be locked down. The Zig's ultimate does a crazy amount of damage. Here comes the bomb, and you can see Blank gets extremely low, but they still pick up Score. But once they saw, the Zig's ultimate, the redemption coming out, everything being used, they just backed off. And again, they're going for another pick onto Pawn. They don't quite land the slow, and even though the collateral damage does come out, Pawn survives.
Oh, Faker might be biting off a little bit more than he can chew.
Oh boy, here's Rengar too. The teleport comes out. The resurrection onto Faker, gonna cancel that teleport. And that just keeps him alive after the resurrection.
Oh no.
Prophet he's going for this. You were talking about aggression. Well, he sees an enemy and he kills him. It's a very simple equation for Prophet, except he didn't get the kill.
See enemy, cast equalizer, Prophet.
Oh boy. Meanwhile, Blank eating about everything that KT could throw at him.
Someone somewhere said, look, we're going to give you 3 Mountain Drakes so that you bring the series to 3-3 total. Perfect storyline scripted.
If only.
KT actually a little out of position.
Yeah, here's Smeb coming in from behind. Has that Edge of Night, jumps onto Wolf, the perfect wild growth, but look at the burst damage coming out of KT. Bang, will get resurrected there by the Zilean. And they're going to turn it around. Prophet with the equalizer. Bang trying to do some more burst damage. Brazilian bomb going off. And he wants blood. In goes Faker. Misses that last one onto Deft. But he wants more. He's got the blue buff. He lands it. It should be the kill onto Deft. A little bit more burning damage and down he goes. Here comes Blank, able to pick up the kill onto Jace. That's 2 now going over to SKT. And they've opened this up now. Blank looking for more. Score thinks he can fight him. And it's very low. Blank not confident enough to go on the chase. Doesn't know where the rest of the members of KT are.
They're calling in the teleport from Prophet. And this was SK Telecom telling KT, your team can't fight us.
Faker specifically. And then the follow-up there from Prophet.
Score needs to be a hero. He has his flash.
He needs it. That's really what this is about. Can he
get
it? Jumping over the wall, though, is Prophet. That's the 3rd time this has happened in this series. And meanwhile, Smeb trying to take a fight here against Faker. Can he take him out? The resurrection will keep him alive. And down he goes. That's Baron to 5 members of SKT. Well, with the home guard, Smeb, with the teleport, he wants blood. He wants revenge. He wants a kill. And with Score here, I think they should be able to get this. Using that Seraphs, though. And yes, okay, finally he goes down. Oh, Smeb.
C champion, delete champion.
Delete
Brendan.
champion, can he delete him? Redemption comes out.
Can't delete him if you can't see him.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
He lost his sights on him, so he's like, oh, I guess he disappeared. Guess he's not here anymore. He picked, oh wow, look at this burst damage. Pawn is so low. He gets it with the collateral damage out of the Graves, and wasn't expecting that to come out here. Faker ulting himself as a precautionary measure. Also will eat the tower shots. And finally, SKT, they find an opening. Bang doing just so much damage in the follow-up there from Blank, and Bang is popping off. He is getting so much damage onto all these key members of KT, rather, and they get that mid inhibitor.
Smite a little bit weaker.
Bang! Look at this guy. He's pretty fed at this point in time, and he can just do so much damage, get Score down to half health. Although some other members of KT are getting pretty low, and now Smeb jumping on into Bang. Bang getting lower and lower on mana.
They're going to be between a rock and a hard place. Baron, Elder, and pushing waves. Bang might go down if that happens. That would be disastrous.
Smeb's still going in. Oh, look at the burst damage.
Oh
no! Blank now in an awkward spot, still doing a lot of damage. Lots of the SKT members now joining on up. Zilean ultimate used on Blank. I think KT has identified this as a place they want to fight.
3 Mountain Drakes. Look at how fast Baron goes down, even with just 2 people hitting it.
Uh-oh, Bang! He's gonna go down. Smeb, he found the pick. He's done it. Mata getting very low. It looks like he will survive with that redemption. Score getting extremely low. He does get the Baron though. Prophet trying to run in. Smeb really the member with a lot of health on his team that needs to be in there doing damage, but there's no one to support him. They take out Score after losing that Baron. Now they're on the chase onto Smeb, onto this Talon, and it looks like they will be able to get him just barely. Able to get that slow is Faker. And that's going to be the Elder Drake going over to SKT. And I think SKT is going to identify this and make their way back towards top. The tower's so low. Here comes Score onto Faker. Misses both polos. That's so huge. Faker dodging both with the speed buff. He's going to slow down Score now. Score in a bit of trouble now. Bang coming back. And uh-oh. He is going to pay for it with his life. And they only get the turret.
There is an opening now. Smeb, when he does have teleport, does open up the possibility for him to just go bottom and light up that turret blank. Not the champion Smeb wants to fight against. Edge of Night being used right there.
Yeah, pops it. Smeb going the opposite way with parkour. But you could see that SKT, they're trying to collapse. He's on a ward, and they're going to spot this right away. The Wild Growth takes him out.
You know what happens when Prophet sees a champion.
And that's another pick that SKT is able to get. And with 18 seconds left, Bang is just going to shift on forward. He is not scared of anything. Does miss that true shot barrage. Nice dodge by Deft. And here comes Bang again. He's like going 1v3. He gets sped up by both the Lulu and Faker and the Zillion. And he just goes forward. Prophet, he wants to two. There's the equalizer. Can they convert? And he's still going in. You saw 4 members. He wanted 4 times as much blood, but they are not able to slow anyone down. And look at that huge Zigzalt.
That's a smiley face if I've ever seen one.
And there it is, the Jace Bomb with the Shockwave, and everybody's getting super low. Redemption will help heal up this team. They will save Bang, but here comes Smeb from behind.
Here comes Smeb. He's looking for it. He's looking for blood. They might have done it though. KT.
They see him with the scrying trinket there. No. And now Bang is going on to Smeb fearlessly here, but there's the jump in. Lots of burst damage. Wild Growth pushed out, is going to parkour over the wall. Or rather, Faker, sorry.
It could have been Prophet. He only goes one direction, but he doesn't have teleport.
He's going to land the double bomb. There's the stun, the burst from Blank. Oh, but Faker gets super low.
Step on the, yes, there you go.
Nice. Look at the top turret, it goes down. Another avenue for SKT to potentially go in, but after they take out Score, there's no smite for KT.
It is so just beautiful though to watch the teams. You see them going back and forth. He did opt into the lifesteal, which I do think is the vastly superior choice, because he knows that the enemy team is so combo reliant, so the lifesteal that much more valuable. Don't actually need the extra damage from the Duskblade.
Look at Smeb on the map. He's in top lane. He could not help out stopping this push, so he just goes for the push in top instead. Bang, he's going forward. There's the equalizer. Mata and Deft are zoned out. Look at Deft's health. He goes down. Prophet getting that kill. Smeb looking for a pick. So desperately. Score from the right side, trying to get Faker. Immediately is going to turn that onto him. They land the stun, and they get the kill there. Down goes Faker at the end of it all. Somehow there, it looks like Palm was able to take him out, but here come the Nexus turrets going down. It's 4 versus 3 right now. Smeb from behind trying to get a kill. Down go both of the Nexus turrets. Smeb gonna jump on in. Can they turn this around? Bang trying to get onto that Nexus, and he is gonna get it. Game 3 goes to SKT, and they win the series.